If they've done badly, that means they must be cheap and people should buy them. Oaktree, we don't get in and out of the market. We don't defer bargain purchases. I think we're in a better situation today, so I would increase my level of aggressiveness. I always say to people, people come to me for financial advice. I say, which is more important to you, keeping what you have or making more? And they say both. You can't do both with equal emphasis. Every attempt to make more introduces the possibility of not having any more what you have today. So you have to decide the balance between aggressiveness and defensiveness. If you're really bold, you can think about varying it over time as the circumstances require. As I mentioned before, Oaktree, we don't get in and out of the market. We don't defer bargain purchases because we think we know what the future is going to hold in terms of market action. But we do vary our aggressiveness. And we've done it a few times in a big way over the course of my career. And
what were those times?
Well, just to give you some examples, late 04, early 05, we were very worried about the market, so we went defensive. Mm-hmm. Sold a lot of assets, shrunk funds, liquidated funds, raised the bar for new investments. September 08, Lehman Brothers goes bankrupt. Everybody thought the world was going to end and the financial system was going to melt down. We turned extremely aggressive. And we invested $650 million a week on average for the next 15 weeks. That's $10 billion in a quarter. And obviously that was a good decision. From 2000 to 2012, if you invested in the S&P 500, you made no money. Zero return, as I recall. So I came out with a memo called Deja Vu all over again, I think it was called. Back in 79, most of your viewers may not remember, but there was Business Week ran an article, The Death of Equities. And basically what it said is equities have done so badly that nobody will ever buy them, which makes absolutely no sense. If they've done badly, that means they must be cheap and people should buy them. Right. And that was the same condition in 2012. And I wrote Deja Vu all over again. The point is, we do vary our degree of aggressiveness and defensiveness. We vary our degree of fundraising. When the opportunities are better, we should have more money. When the opportunities are less good, we should have less. And I think that's an important thing that distinguishes Oaktree. Mm-hmm. I think that the conditions for the bargain hunter, for the lender, for the asset buyer today are better than they have been since the global financial crisis, which ended in 2008. So, right. We've been tough times for the bargain hunter for the last 14 years. I think we're in a better situation today. So I would increase my level of aggressiveness.
You had said a few months back that during a period of euphoria, it's really difficult for value investors to find bargains. But then more recently, you felt more positive towards that. Sector-wise, industry focus-wise, where are you potentially seeing opportunities?
Well, Oaktree is primarily an investor in what we call credit.
Right.
Over the years, credit has had other names: bonds, fixed income, debt, whatever you want to call it. But that's our roots: high yield bonds, leveraged loans, and so forth. And the interest rates on all those things were the lowest in history over the last 14 years. And now they're much more generous. So you can accomplish much more in credit investing than in the recent past. And I think it's very, very viable. I think one of the things we're best known for is investing in distressed credit. And also, I think that because the conditions are not going to be so just right in the coming years, they were so good in the last 14. I think in the coming years, they will not be as generally good, which means better for us, better for the bargain hunter. So I think credit, distress, opportunism are the ways to go in the coming months and years. You asked sectors and industries. We don't really think that way. In investing, there are two basic approaches. One is called top-down, where you say, well, what's the economy going to do? What are rates going to do? Which sectors of the economy will do best? Which industries will do best? Let's find some companies. That's one way to do it, top-down. The other way to do it is bottom-up. What's cheapest today? And that's more opportunistic, less strategic. And really, that's the way we operate. So, when we go out into the marketplace, we just say, what's cheap today? If you're a shopper and you have a Saturday off, you just say, well, where are the sales? Mm-hmm. And we like to buy the things that are on markdown.